Welcome to your daily writing habit, episode number 786. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book, but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn someone who doesn't even really see themselves as a writer into a published book author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. What is imagination for if not to enable you to peep at life through other people's eyes? L.M. Montgomery. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. You know, coming out of lockdown for most of the country and with an eclipse of some sort that I think I read about this week that's happening, is your creative energy feeling out of whack, either scattered or just outright blocked? If it's scattered, my advice is give yourself a break, indulge in some self-care. For me, my favorite kind of self-care is taking a nap. And it's amazing the genius creative things you can come up with while sleeping, so remind yourself this too shall pass. If you're feeling blocked creatively, I have 4 strategies for you today so that you can see things maybe from a different angle, so you can collect some creative fuel and in general expand your author world. Strategy number 1, take crazy chances. And this might sound particularly alarming, especially in light of all the things that we've all been dealing with, and especially if you pride yourself on being more of an introverted observer of life than a spotlight-loving stunt performer in it. But kicking down the walls of your comfort zone and doing something you thought you'd never do, just to see what happens, will broaden your world as a person and as an author. Kick the walls down responsibly and safely, of course, but learn how to get comfortable being uncomfortable, as my yoga instructor always says. Growth, lessons, and sometimes the best ideas all happen in the discomfort zone. Number 2, listen to other sides. Make it a habit of being around, even virtually, people who are different than you. This could mean different countries, cultures, careers, walks of life, different points of views. The more drastically different, the better, creatively speaking. Take a sledgehammer to any echo chambers you might have inadvertently created in your world and see what you learn. The key words here are learning and understanding, which is not to be confused with endorsing, not judging or dismissing. Not for this experiment, anyway. The goal is to expand your author world by learning how other people think and view the world. Because how, as authors, are we supposed to capture the human experience while hiding in one small corner of it? Come out of your corner and see what useful things you find out. Number 3. Laugh at yourself, your mistakes, your eccentricities, and at the overall comedy of life. Yes, that's right, the overall comedy of life. Find a way to the funny. Actively seek out sources of comedy and leave no stone unturned, if for no other reason than to get a big hit of those happy endorphins that are released when we have a good old belly laugh. Maybe we need to replenish our stash at this point anyway. It's interesting how laughter can come up so easily to us in real life, yet comedy is one of the hardest types of writing to do well. And why is this? Partly because it is so hard to predict what will be funny. And it's hard for us to agree on what is funny and then explain why it's funny. I mean, did anyone see the Bernie memes thing coming from a mile away earlier this year? That was going to be the hilarious thing? Excuse me. Therefore, to expand your author horizons, you must include a regular practice of finding things to laugh at, figuring out why they're funny, and of course, looking for a way to replicate the lessons in your writing. The more and better you understand what makes people laugh, including laughing through their tears, the better you will understand what provokes all the other emotions. The human experience will begin to shift into focus. And finally, number 4, be a story collector. Seems pretty obvious for us as story writers, right? One of the greatest gifts of my job as a ghostwriter and a memoir expert is getting to hear people's life stories. They are incredible. I am always amazed a lot of the times that people have survived their lives. And before this career, I got to do the same thing. It was a little messier, but I got to do it as a nurse. I got to stand at people's bedsides and do my work while listening to where people were from, what they did for a living, what they love to do, what makes them laugh, all the things they went through in life and somehow lived to see another day. Want to expand your author world? Ask people to tell you their stories. Sometimes it feels like social media was invented exclusively for this reason, to give people the opportunity to talk about themselves. Or if you need a more specific and productive reason to talk to people, find a creative parallel to your books or your author brand. Interview people for some kind of article to write, to publish on, Thrive Global or, any of those many websites out there. So make it into a project. And voila, now you have brand content and you're getting stories from people. I hope these are useful strategies if you're feeling blocked or even scattered, or if you just, want to have a creative experience here and a creative experiment and see where your imagination can take you. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And I would love it if you could subscribe and follow the show wherever you happen to be listening to it, and leave a review. I would appreciate that. And remember to drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook. I will drop the link in the show notes. Until tomorrow, happy writing.